this one. I am not sure one of the neatest things to do if you're down in the mountains is go to Hilton's. AP's kids are dead now, but the grandchildren still run. Still run the museum and run the photo. I do believe that this was one of the first recordings that they did in Bristol in 1927. I hear a little faint voice that says my papa and mama are dead, and it come from me, poor orphan child, must be broken fed. Oh, it come from me, poor orphan child, must be broken fed. Oh, it come from me, poor orphan child, must be broken fed. Savior, lead him, lead him, lead him, lead him, Savior by the hand. Savior, lead him, lead him, lead him, lead him, Savior by the hand. Savior, lead him, lead him, lead him, lead him, Savior by the hand, till they all reach the glittering strand. Oh, Savior, every orphan bless, wherever they may go, and bless each hand that leads them straight. Bless the orphan's home. Oh, and bless each hand that leads them straight. Oh, and bless each orphan home. Oh, and bless each hand that leads them straight. Oh, and bless the orphan's home. Savior, lead him, lead him, lead him, lead him, Savior by the hand. Savior, lead him, Savior by the hand. Savior, lead him by the hand, lead him, Savior by the hand, till they all reach that glittering strand.
So are the guys going to stay for
I heard. Oh dear. They're just, well, there's a lot going on in the next few months, so they don't want to book anything. Right.
Yeah, for those of y'all who haven't seen one of these before, this is just what happens when a mama guitar continues to smoke and drink through the whole pregnancy. Song was written in 1857. This is one that AP collected. Obviously, he wrote this. I wander today on the seashore, wind and the waves are low. I thought about the days that are gone by, many long years ago. Gathering up the shells from the seashore, gathering up the shells from the sea. Those were the happiest days of all. Gathering up the shells from the shore. I wonder today on the seashore, the wind and the waves were low. Well, I thought about the days that are gone by, many long years ago. Now I am growing up in years more. My locks are all silver and gray, but the vows that we made on the shore are fresh in my memory today. Gathering up the shells from the seashore, gathering up the shells from the sea. Those were the happiest days of all, standing up the shells for the shore. No more bright shells will be gathered as the waves come crashing as of yore. She lies beneath the deep pebble sands, covered by the shells on the shore, gathering up the shells from the seashore, gathering up the shells from the sea. Those were the happiest days of all, gathering up the shells from the sea. This last one, 1927, there was amazing drama going on across the river in Alabama County. We had a near lynching, and after there was no illegal lynching, there was a legal execution. But what was so different about that one is that 3 days after Shirley was electrocuted, 3 white churches burned down all on the same night. And they never found out who burned the churches down. 50 years later, I asked an old black lady that I really thought would know. It was 50 years later. I said, Ms. Amy, what happened to those churches? And she looked, and then she leaned over and whispered in my ear, said, Lord, child, I hear lightning got all 3 of them. Well, everybody knew Shirley when it didn't cry. Wore a soldier boy uniform 10 years after the fight. Just come home from the asylum, they said he's doing fine. No more troubled voices running through his raging mind. Well, we never know what we'll find at the end of each day. The Barlow's coming home from school to go outside and play. They found her little body there between 2 cornrows. She is raped and murdered within a mile of home. Well, the lynch mob was quick to form, people got hurt. Sheriff hid Shirley in the jail in Petersburg, and no one talks about that day. The books don't mention it. Being in a lynch mob, some people rather forget. Well, he took him up to Richmond to make his trial look fair. But everybody knew he'd end up in the electric chair. One question whether, it's just a question of when. They would finally pull the switch on Shirley when again. When electrocuted Shirley, 3 white churches were burned down. Charred pews and altar cloths lie smoldering on the ground. No one was arrested, no arsonist is named. 3 little country churches all gone up in flames. Well, we never know what we'll find at the end of each day. But when you put a man in the electric chair, he ain't the only one to pay. Match will burn your finger and hell will fire your soul. It's the only flame that'll burn a good heart cold. It's the only fire that'll burn a good heart cold.
That's Steve Everett, y'all. Give him a piece of love there.